Well, here's what happened at Sosnovà, the Czech Republic Grand Prix. Round 3 of the FIM Supermoto World Championship. It was Mauno Hermunen who stormed into the lead, closely followed by Thomas Chareyre, Adrian Chareyre and Peter Vorlacek, who were on board with here. The home rider, the former 2-time European champion. Just behind him was Ivan Lazzarini in 5th, with Thierry Van den Bosch in 6th place in the early running. After sitting out for a year, Ivan Lazzarini then moved into 4th position with an aggressive pass down the inside of Vorlacek. But he wasn't able to keep the main leaders in his sights. Thomas Chareyre found himself leading for 3 laps before being passed once again by Mauno Hermunen. Well, it was an 18-lap race. Mauno Hermunen knew he had his hands full with the 2-time champion sitting behind him. An aggressive move, Aurélien Grelier down the inside of Thomas Travnicek. That put Grelier up into 8th place. But all eyes were on a battle as the 2 fastest guys in Supermoto duked it out once again. Mauno Hermunen, number 131, the championship leader on the SHRTM. And there was absolutely nothing in it between these 2 guys in Moto number 1. And when the checkered flag went out, it was Mauno Hermunen by the narrowest margins over Thomas Chareyre. Adrian Chareyre was 3rd, Lazzarini was 4th. In S1 Race 2, when the lights went out, this time it was Mauno Hermunen making no mistake about it, going into the first corner as we look back from the swing arm of Ivan Lazzarini at 64, Sylvain Bedard all over the back of him. Thomas Chareyre was there in 2nd position with Lazzarini in 3rd, and briefly it was Adrian Chareyre, but then he lost that position and then got it back from Vorlacek, who was also passed on the first lap by Sylvain Bedard, but up front it was these 2 yet again. Mauno Hermunen, Thomas Chareyre, Ivan Lazzarini was in 3rd. Then he got passed by Adrian Chareyre. Then Adrian Chareyre made a mistake coming out of this left-hander, and he lost that 3rd position. He would remount and get back to 6th by the time the checkered flag fell. Our guy that we're on board with there, Peter Vorlacek, he thought he'd gone into 3rd position from 5th, but then he lost it straight away by being passed by Lazzarini and Sylvain Bedard in very close succession. So he would then find himself back in 5th place. Ivan Lazzarini, meanwhile, was in 3rd, but being pushed all the way by number 64, Sylvain Bedard. And this battle would go all the way down to the wire. Up front, though, Mauno Hermunen was looking good. The 131, the championship leader, that's him there with the red plate. Put a bit more distance between himself and number 1, Thomas Chareyre, in this second race. But Lazzarini and Bedard were still gunning for Thomas Chareyre and a potential 2nd place finish. But a couple of corners from the finish, and Mauno Hermunen was on his way to victory yet again. When the checkered flag fell, it was a nice, comfortable margin between him and Thomas Chareyre, and Mauno Hermunen so far undefeated in 2013 in race wins and overall Grand Prix victory. Well, that was your podium. Ivan Lazzarini was 3rd overall. Thomas Chareyre was 2nd. And there's your overall winner yet again, Mauno Hermunen, taking another winner's trophy this weekend in the Czech Republic. Of course, he arrived here with the red plate. Dr. Wolfgang Strub, the director of the FIM CMS, handing another red plate to the Flying Finn.
For me, the weekend was good. I was 2nd in time practice, and we made some changes for Sunday, and I want to thank my team, SHR and 747, and I could take both wins, both race wins, and I couldn't be more happy. Extended the gap to, I think it was 12, so now with bad mathematics it's 18 points. So looking good so far, just don't want to make any mistakes during the season, and hopefully I'll win now.